welcome to a special edition of From the Second Row. As we did last at our last show, I interviewed Rich Russell, who's a counselor at large, and told you we would be asking other counselors at large to come and speak. So today with us we have John Rigal, who's running also for counselor at large, and you want to give us a quick bio of who you are, what you do, and why you're running.
Good morning, Brenda. How you doing? Good morning, everyone. God bless everybody. Thank you for having me here today. I really appreciate it. This is actually going to be my first interview in English. As you know, our city is very Hispanic. But I believe there's always room for everybody else, right? So who's John Rigal? John Rigal is a kid that moved here back in 1998 from New York City. My mom decided, you know what, I want something better for my kids. There's three of us. I'm the oldest of three, and she decided to move here to Lawrence. And it was a culture shock. Coming from New York City to a small town and, not seeing a lot of people. But the same year, 1998, and right there in the summer, I came in February 14, 1998. And right there in the summer, I started seeing new people coming into Lawrence from New York that I know. And I'm like, well, what are you doing here? I just moved here. What are you doing here? I just moved here. I'm like, oh, and that's when the big migration started happening from New York City because Lawrence came into light. And but yeah, and I graduated at Lawrence High School. I finished my high school here in Lawrence High.
What year did you graduate?
1999.
So do you get the newsletter from Lawrence High School? The LHS newsletter?
I got a check because my mailing address is my mom's house because the industry I'm in.
Okay.
I used to be out of town a lot, so all my mailing goes to my mom's house in North Andover. So, yes, my mom lives in North Andover for years.
You need to come to the alumni banquet next year. We'll have to get you into the alumni banquet.
No, definitely. I always wanted to go to one of them, but like I say, I was always out on the road.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I'm more local. I go to work, come back home. I'm sleeping at home all the time now, and I'm on the road. 20 years doing it, but so I graduated at Lawrence High School, and I went to school. I went down to Arizona to study automotive technology. So I have a degree in automotive technology. Came back to Lawrence and started working in the automotive industry, but it wasn't paying that good back then. As you know, you graduate college, nobody wants to pay you because they think you don't know nothing. So from there, I went into a friend of mine told me, you want to drive a tow truck. I'm like, you know what? I'll do whatever it takes. I just need to make money. And I got into it, and I got hooked. And I've been in the same industry since 2003.
Wow.
And then in 2016, I decided, you know what? It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to go on my own. And I started my own company, and thanks God to today, I have a great turnout with clients, and I work hard every day to keep them happy, and they understand. They with me for the last almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So I'm glad God have blessed me.
Yeah. Good. Okay, you ready for the questions?
I'm always ready. I'm always ready.
Okay, the very first question.
The only question I can't answer is the one I don't know.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the LCAT City of Lawrence situation?
The LCAT? So, should you repeat the question?
The LCAT, Lawrence Cable Access TV, and the City of Lawrence, who cut us off of Channel 8.
Okay.
So we don't have that public access anymore.
Well, what I could say about that, I believe on public information. I believe in transparency. I believe in keep people informed. Now, have to cut. There got to be a reason why they cut the channel. Which is the reason I don't know.
Yeah, right.
I will have to dig into it, but I believe that there's new tools nowadays to continue informing the city, informing the people of Lawrence of what's going on in the city, not just going on at a post, oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, or XYZ. I believe we should be able to utilize the new tools nowadays, like Facebook. You guys could go live on Facebook. People want to watch you. So let's utilize or help out the channel to go different ways to be able to reach out to the people.
But what about the older people who don't know Facebook, don't know YouTube, who want Channel 8, could watch a parade, could watch the Feast of the Three Saints, could watch things going on in the city? That's what they've taken away.
You know what? You got a great point. You have a great point, and I seen that where yesterday I did this. Elderly from my community doesn't know how to use a Facebook or Live. I was talking to a friend of mine last night and saying, "Hey, my grandma keep calling everybody on her phone by mistake because she called one person, she calls everybody."
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we just need to sit down and work and find a solution. Not just cut, but solution, and let's just come up with a solution instead of just cutting.
Right. And also the fact that the City of Lawrence has taken the Xfinity money, the Verizon money from Comcast users, but we're still getting charged for it. If you look at your cable bill, you're still getting charged. They have over $800,000.
Okay. See, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask, because I don't have cable in my house, because we're always working, so it makes no sense. So I have internet. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask somebody to show me a bill and see, and then we're gonna go, okay, so where the money's going. And there's one of my main. If you go back to my campaign kickoff, is that when I come in as a city council, I'm gonna ask questions. Where is the money? Where's the money? What's the money being used for? Okay, I want to do an audit if it's possible. If they don't want to do one, then I move on to the next step. If the next step doesn't want to help, then we go to the proper channel and we go from there.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to talk about educational issues.
Okay.
And the first one: should the city attempt to home rule petition the school committee back to the way it was?
As it being chosen by the people?
Yes.
Yes. I don't. The only in this country, correct me if I'm wrong. In this country, there's only one person that have let's say the right to appoint people, which is the executive branch, which is the United States president. Everybody else below that, is appointed by the people. They say that the United States Constitution says we the people, for the people, by the people. So we have to give the people of Lawrence the opportunity to choose who they want to represent them, not the executive branch selecting people, because then there's going to be there's 6 in the school committee, right? Yes. So you know what's going to happen? Then the executive branch is going to come in. It's going to break the tie. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's good. Basically, it's going to be. They say 3 and 3, but that's only 3 and 4. 4 they are part of the executive branch. That's not checks and balance. You're going to get away with everything, And I believe let us choose who we think should represent us. Right. Right. Okay. Knowing that the city council has no control over the Lawrence Public School budget, other than giving them what they want, what would you suggest to give better financial control over the Lawrence Public Schools? Okay. Somebody told me the other day that as a city council, I won't be able to do anything for the Lawrence Public School. I'm like, that's wrong. The title councilman or councilwoman, it's what it is. It's council. You're counseling. You're giving ideas. You're coming up with ideas to help out the city, help out the school committee, because the school committee cannot think about every single point. There's something's going to fall through the cracks. Okay, if we are going to, if the budget is going to come in through the city council, okay, we should be able to have a say on it. Okay, should be able to say, okay, let's. Where's the money's going? You need the money? Okay, show me what you need it for. Let's use the money for something that makes sense to 2025. Let's not stay behind 20 years back let's utilize the money. But if they don't let us do it, then what's the point? What's the point? And what's the point of having bringing it to the city council if we cannot do nothing about it?
Okay, and the third question on education: should the city council have more control over the school system's curriculum?
That's a good question. More control. Listen, I'm not an educator. I believe that whoever is in the school committee should have some type of knowledge of the system, of the school system. All we should do is bring ideas and let the people who have the knowledge on the school system, or being the teacher, or they have. It's like going to the mechanic. You're not going to take your car to an airplane mechanic, and you're not going to take your plane to a car mechanic. Let them handle it, but oversee them and make sure that they don't go the wrong way. Okay, well, we should let the professional and quote unquote handle the school system. Okay, but the budget also, going back to the budget, we should be able to oversee that and making sure that the money is being spent the proper way.
Good. Okay. Now we're going to get into public safety issues.
Ooh, I love that one. That's
okay. Quality of life issues, noise, public drinking, and drug use.
That's a never-ending story when it comes to those points. Listen, drug use. As everybody knows, we have an epidemic with the drug epidemic. It's an uphill battle every single year. Unfortunately, we live in a state the too liberal when it comes to drugs like recreational marijuana, things like that, or medicinal marijuana. I understand the whole medicinal part of it, but at the same time, we have a problem with our youth, where now they're taking the whole legality of using marijuana, and it's like, I could smoke marijuana, nothing's gonna happen to me. I think we should. That's a very, very gray line right there that we should tweak a little bit more, where we protect the youth from that. You also asked about part of the question. Pardon me.
Public drinking.
Public drinking. Public drinking. Unless you're home or a specific event that are allowed to drink in public, the law is the law.
Right.
And we should not break it unless, once again, we have permission, we have a permit, and we have an event, and so be it.
And noise?
The noise. The noise. I don't even know how to say this to my community. I understand we come from a country that's a quote unquote happy country. It's always loud. We like loudness, but we need to adjust. We need to adjust to this country who has given us the opportunity to come here and live a better life. Yes, you can have your party, but remember, it's your right to have your party, but it's not your right to disturb my peace. Okay? Yeah. Remember, it's your right to have your party, but it's not your right to disturb my peace. My peace goes above anything.
That's right. Okay, now we have the homeless issue. Out-of-towners abusing the system, getting out-of-towners home communities to help Lawrence pay for various benefits. Why do we have to take all the programs? I mean, we complain about the trash, and I'm not saying that the homelessness is the bigger issue, but it's part of the issue. Okay, the homelessness, and I'm not saying that all homeless people are drug users. I understand people go through situations. I've been through situations in my life where I was on borderline homeless. I understand that. And we should be able to address the situation the proper way by assisting them. The people who want the assistance. There's homeless out there that, fortunately in the drug world, they're falling into the drugs, and it's unfortunately, for one reason or the other one, they're in that world, and we should be able to assist them. But some of them, they don't want the assistance. So what can we do? I know. What can we do? I think we should be able to, as a city,
see that and listen to the people of the city saying, listen, and enough is enough. We can only take so much because we keep taking. We're only looking at the money coming in, money coming in, but we're not seeing the problem behind it. Okay? I'm not saying we're not going to help. We just need to limit the help and let all the towns surrounding us to take some of the help. Okay, take some of the help, take some of the people because we got enough problem as is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except, yeah, that's true. Okay. Now, personnel issues. How well should a candidate's resume match up with job skill requirements, and who makes that decision?
It's very important that you know what you're doing. It's very important. See, I went overseas to work as a mechanic. That's what I went to school for. That's why I specialized myself. I specialized in diagnostics. I didn't fix it. I did diagnostics. So when I went down there and down to the Dominican Republic to the gold mine, that's what I did. That's what they hired me for. Okay, and when I was there, I teach other guys how to do diagnostics. So now, you cannot bring somebody into a position, for example, the water department, when you have no knowledge on how to manage a water system. Okay, you should not be there because you're just going to cause a bigger problem in the long run, and then you're putting people's life at risk. Okay, you cannot hire somebody, I'll say in the police department, that doesn't have the proper training. If not, let's just put anybody to become a cop. Let's just grab somebody, Joe Smoke, out of the street. Hey, you're gonna be a cop. Here's a gun, here's a badge, be a cop.
Been there, done that.
Okay, so yes, everybody should qualify for the position. You earn the position by your merits, period.
Should friends and or relatives of politicians be given a favored status in job selection?
No. No, not whatsoever. You could recommend, you just cannot appoint. For example, if I'm there, my brothers are in construction, right? And my brother would come and tell me, they know, I told them, listen, if I make it into city council, they don't even dare. But I give them the warning shot. and they, you know, I told them, if you come in, you put the proper application, you do the bidding. If they come and ask me, I'm like, yes, they are my brothers. Are they going through the system? Yeah, but they are my brother. They know what they're doing, but they have to go through the process like everybody else. Period. You know, because it's not fair to the other guy out there who's hustling to make it happen. But just the same person over and over again, getting the favors, then the system doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay. Now, last question, or two questions, the financial issues. Should the city be required to know exactly where transfers are coming from and exactly where the budget transfer is going? And why is the budget transfer being made?
Absolutely. The money's not theirs. It's not the private bank account. It's the citizens of Lawrence bank account. They're paying you to make sure the money goes where it's supposed to go. They're not telling you use the money however you want. You got if the people, let's say if you go ask for a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, or a public records request, they should right away or in a timely fashion give you the report where the money is going. Why are you doing that? They should answer to the people. Remember, I said from the beginning I started, I believe the government should answer to the people, not the people to the government. Okay, that's not the way it's supposed to work. And if you don't like it, well, you're in the wrong business.
Right. Okay. Should developers be forced to mention possible political or financial connections with city officials when they prepare various information during the permitting process?
Should any investor provide information about who's sponsoring them? Why any politician being in any business? You're not there, and unless you're there for personal gain. Why are you investing in that? Isn't that what we criticize? The politician become rich with quote unquote public funds.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you there? You're there to serve. Okay, you're not there to gain more than what you're getting paid. If you're getting, I truly believe if I'm coming in here, I'm not making. They're not paying me, $100,000. I don't even know how much it. Sincerely, I don't even know how much a city council makes. I'm doing this out of a commitment to the city, to my people, because I seen what they need, not because I'm gonna do it personal gain. Am I gonna get a status? Yeah, we get a status as a councilman. Do I care about it? I really don't care. Okay, I care about getting the job done. Okay, so if any councilman or any city official are involved in investment on the city, okay, and they're gonna get personal gain out of it, then we got to double check, because then you open the door for corruption, and that's what we're trying to get away with. I mean, we're trying to get away from, okay, get away from corruption. Enough money being spent useless. Let's just stop that. Okay, you want to do it? Go through the process. Don't go through the back door. Just go through the process. But I don't believe they should be involved in any public development. They have to do with public funds.
Okay. Okay, now, as all the questions, now tell us why they should vote for you.
Why people should vote for me? Because I'm going to be transparent 100%. I'm an open book. I don't owe anything to anybody except for God, my mom, and my wife. Okay, that's what I owe, and I'm here to work for the people. The same work I have put into building my company, the same effort, the same drive, and that's what I'm going to do in the city. And I'm going to call out whoever is going to do it wrong. I don't care if it's the candidate I want to be there. I told them, if you screwed up, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to let you know I didn't like it. No, it is my candidate, but I don't care. That has nothing to do with the job I have to do for the people. Okay? I am here to work, period. Okay? Get things done, making sure our inspector, like the fire hydrant, okay? Making sure that every councilman or councilwoman, are on top of the game. Okay? If somebody calls me from district, let's say F, hey Rigal, this is going on, but I can't get a hold of my representative, I'm gonna call that person out. Hey, come over here. Look, they're calling me. This is the text. What are you gonna do about it? Fix it. We need people in there that are willing to take the risk of speaking out, not just stay shot sitting back.
Right.
No, I am the man who's going to come in and put the dot on the I. Period. I don't care. I don't care who gets mad at me. You don't like it? Get out of my way. I'll get the job done.
Well, basically, when you go, there's 6 district councils, and then there's the 3 councils at large. But the 3 councils at large actually become part of each district. So there's 4 people, which, a lot of people think they just need to go to their district councilor.
No, that's why all the councils are, because if one person doesn't want to do the job or not on top of the game, they should be able to go to the next one.
But do you think the councils at large should also work with the district councils?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I will go back to, they'll say, Mr. Russell, hey, this is what's going on. Let's work together. People are coming to me instead of coming to you, or they're saying they can't come, they haven't been able to reach out to you. Let's work together. Let's make this thing happen. Whatever it is, let's fix it. That's what we're there for.
Okay, yes. Okay. Any other questions you can think of? No.
No?
Okay.
You're falling asleep over there, Russell? Oh, man.
Yeah, so, the election's going to be September 16th is the primary.
It's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be a real tough one. There's 7 candidates. 1 will be eliminated.
Yeah.
It'll go on to 6. And then there's the general elections November 4th.
November 4th, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's going to be a tough one. I mean, listen, I have spent so much money in signs, because every time I put one, somebody else takes it away. And I was just talking to somebody. I'm like, I guess somebody likes my sign so much they want to bring it home and hang it in their house. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But you know what? To each its own. I respect everybody's space, everybody's right to display their name, and I have no business removing anybody's sign. Number one, because it's against the law.
It is. It is.
And just in case people don't know this, it's actually considered as election interference. That's what the law says. It's considered as election interference. You could get penalized up to $2,500 and up to 6 months in jail if it escalates to a reoccurring situation. If you get cut several times, right. Which I am looking for, because I want to make an example, whoever it is. Don't care who that person is. I'm going to make an example of it.
Okay. Yeah. And there have been a lot of signs stolen, and that's the sad part.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
it costs a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Costs a lot of money. These signs ain't cheap. Mr. Rosa's signs ain't cheap. I don't care how simple they are.
Right, right.
It's affecting the candidate's pocket and the people's pocket, because people are saying, hey, you know, I'm going to contribute to your cost. Let's do this. It's affecting them. It's not fair for them.
Right. Right.
So,
like I said, hopefully, well, I think that's it. You answered all the questions. I want to wish you good luck on September 16th.
Thank you.
It's like you said, it's going to be a hard fight, but it's going to be interesting. Yeah,
it's
very
interesting.
The at-large race is 7, District A is 5.
Oof.
People, I know.
Yeah. That's going to be another tough one. Everybody else has it easy.
They only have,
Yeah, everybody has it easy. It's just us, the large and District 8. I don't know why District 8 is so like big. I mean, I think every candidate.
I think it started off with just one person or 2 people, and then it just escalated into 5.
It happened right after the budget meeting.
Yeah.
Everybody decided they want to be a councilman or woman. You know.
So like I said, it's gonna prove very interesting. I'm looking forward to September 16th to being down in City Hall at 8 o'clock, or 8:30.
Yeah. Well,
to get the results.
Yes. What I could tell everybody: listen, go out and vote.
Yes.
You cannot complain about anything if you don't go and cast that ballot. Don't complain because something's not getting done. Okay? I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at you people. So everybody in Lawrence, go out and vote. Whoever it is you're gonna vote for, make sure that person represents you at heart, not because they did something for you or no. Don't let nobody tell you who to vote for. Look at the name, think about it, and trying to do the right decision of who you want to represent you, okay? Because if not, if I hear complaining, I find out you didn't vote, then I'm gonna call you out. You got no right to complain.
Right, exactly, and that's what happens a lot. No one, and unfortunately, the primaries, a lot of people don't go out to vote. They just want to get the general election. Tell me who the 2 people are, and they get to choose from, and that's it. And that's what becomes sad.
Yeah. No.
We need to get every single registered voter in the city of Lawrence out there to vote. This is a very important election.
And if you're not registered,
go register.
Go and register. Call me, call Russell, call whoever it is in your district. Register.
Yes.
Register.
This is a very, very important
You guys
election.
don't understand how important this race is. This is a matter. Now, I'm not going to say life and death because I will be, going over the top. But it's for the betterment of our city. Okay, I've been here for 29 years. Okay, and yes, I see changes, but there's a lot that stay behind, especially with our public safety. We need to catch up, catch up, and be able to do things without any personal interest, other than you want the betterment of the city.
Right, exactly,
You know?
exactly.
And including everyone, not just one side.
Right,
Okay, I want everybody to feel welcome to participate on this.
well, I've been a Laurentian for 75 years. And I've seen all the changes. And, you know, there have been some good changes, been some bad changes. We need to bring us back to being one city.
One city.
Not north, not south, one. Even though the river's there,
Yeah,
we're
listen,
one.
the river could be going in 4 ways.
Right,
And still Lawrence.
right,
Okay. And when I got here, when I came to Lawrence, yes, we have a Hispanic community, but we have the Irish, we got Italian, and, you know, it went in the Hispanic community have grown, or how it outgrown every other community, but there's still community here that feels left out, and that's not fair.
Right.
We should all be together because we're here for one reason, is to live a better life.
yep,
Period. Okay, but we need the proper government
to do
to
that.
help us have a better life.
Yep,
Okay.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will, you know, like I said, September 16th, you know, get out and vote. You know, if John Rigal is one of your candidates, council at large, give him a vote, give him a shout out. I'm quite sure you'll be holding signs at all the different polling places.
Hey, and if you see something weird, something out of place in every voting post, say something. See something, say something.
Right,
You know, because it's whoever does the wrong thing, is stealing your future. You know,
right, yeah,
and that should not be acceptable.
right, right.
Okay, let's come together, people. Let's go out vote September 16th. Both days, September 16th,
November
4th. Go out and vote. Let's come together and be a happy
Vote
community.
for who you want, not who's telling you to vote for them.
Exactly.
That's the other thing.
And
You know.
I'm your guy. I'm not going to stay shy.
Listen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Rozzi.
And we will see you soon.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.